So I'm now going to go to my contacts to find James to call, who's a person I'm going to try and reach out to. He seems like a good fit for a role that I've got hiring. So I'm going to give him a call and find out a bit more information. So as with CTIs, I'm sure you've used before, it's simple, click to dial, and we'll place that call out right now.
Hello?
Hi, is that James?
Speaking. Who's this?
Good afternoon, James. It's Sam calling from Recruitment ABC. I just came across your profile. I thought you actually might be a great fit for a Salesforce admin role we're currently searching for. It's for one of our clients in the telco space.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Yeah, that sounds interesting, but I'm actually in the middle of something right now.
No worries at all. Would it work if I give you a quick call back tomorrow?
Yeah, that'd be much better. Can you call me tomorrow at 2 p.m.?
Perfect. I'll call you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Oh, and actually, my system's here. Hands-free has just suggested that I need to make sure that this is logged. So I'm going to make sure that a call is going to you tomorrow. So that callback task has now been created. Brilliant. I think that's everything. James, talk tomorrow.
Thanks, Sam.
Lovely. So we finished that call now. I'm going to leave a quick disposition here, which is a callback arranged, and hit submit on that. So just to quickly explain what's happened there, we placed the call out to James. We couldn't speak to him there and then, but what the system was able to do is to recognise, without me interfering, oh, there's a callback request mentioned. I'm going to pop that call task creation modal for you, so that's definitely not missed. And that's all scheduled to do that call to James. Lots of other stuff we saw here being captured as well. I'm going to save talking about that to the end of our next call. But then if I just give this a quick refresh on James's contact record, there's the call we just had, and here are the two upcoming call tasks we've got scheduled based off that call. So now we're going to pretend it's tomorrow, it's the next day, and I'm going to call James again, hopefully be able to have a better conversation with him.
Hello?
Hi, James again. Good afternoon. It's Sam calling from Recruitment ABC again. We spoke quickly yesterday. Is now still good?
Yeah, now's a better time. Apologies not being available yesterday. I was heading into another interview.
No worries at all. Well, thanks for making the time now. And so actually, just interject here. So the system here, because recognised that James has said he's looking for another interview, the call assist modal has come up and suggested that actually I probably want to probe a bit deeper to see. Oh, actually, James, out of curiosity, where else are you talking to from the other interview?
Yes, I'm speaking to Shell for a Salesforce admin role at the moment as well.
Got it, no worries. So before we get going then, I just want to ask you a few more qualification questions to better understand your background. First up, do you have at least 2 years of Salesforce admin experience?
Yes, I've got just over 3 years of hands-on Salesforce admin experience, primarily managing Sales Cloud for about 100 users.
Brilliant, really strong experience there. So what's your current certification status?
I'm certified as a Salesforce admin, and I'm currently preparing for the Platform App Builder exam too.
That's great to hear. And can you quickly talk me through your experience managing permission sets and validation rules?
Yeah, of course. So in my current company, we moved from a profile-heavy structure to a more scalable permission set model about a year ago, and it's a project that I led internally.
Nice. And have you worked in a startup or SaaS before?
Yes, both my last 2 roles were in fast growth stage startups.
And a scale of 1 to 5, how comfortable are you with communicating techie ideas to non-technical users?
I'd say a 5.
Brilliant. Well, it sounds like you've got all the skills in space, to be honest. Just last 2 questions from me. Why are you looking to leave your current company? In terms of salary, what would you be looking for?
Yes, I currently have to commute 4 days into the office a week, and we're starting a family. It's something that's becoming extremely difficult for me. And in terms of salary, I'd be looking for 65,000.
Brilliant. Okay, so thanks for confirming. Do you have any final questions before I let you go?
Yeah, just a few if that's okay. So for me, it's important that I can work remotely. Is that possible with this position? And are you able to share some more details about the benefits specific to this admin role?
Yeah, certainly. So I'm pretty sure that this is definitely a role that we can fulfill remotely. So I can see again the call assist has popped up, and it's told me actually, because I'm using a very clever telephony system here, that competitive salary, 25 days annual leave, and a remote first culture with flexible hours. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great to me.
Great. So what I'll do after this call, I'll send you a quick email summary of what we've discussed, send you some more details, and I will give you a call perhaps on the 7th of June to provide some feedback from the client.
Yeah, that works with me.
Super. I'll make sure to get that logged for you. So again, similar stories, recognize when I said there's a call, and that's going in for the 7th of June. So I'll get that captured, saved, and if we return to James. Well, James, I think that's everything. I've completed my checklist here on the right hand side. So yeah, I'll call it a day. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Sam. Speak soon.
Bye bye. So quickly mark that disposition as a qualification call, submit, and that call is now done. So a lot of things were happening during that conversation, and I'll just take some time now to explain what it actually was that was happened. So back onto James's contact profile, we've now got that activity automatically filled with the 2 calls that we've had with him today. So the callback call and then the one we just did. You'll notice that they have different subject headers. That's been filled by our AI, so you can at a very quick glance get an overview of what's been happening on these calls. But if you want to dig a bit further, you can expand either of them where there's a full call summary of that conversation as well. So I'll go into this call now, the one we just had, which is quite a long call. So again, a lot going on here, so I'll take some time to explain what's going on. So the first things first, obviously, you saw the transcript of the conversation. That was actually happening in real time, which can be useful, but at the same time, we have customers that perhaps don't want to see the transcript in real time. It's more about the insights that the transcript garners. But there you have, in post call, you can review the whole transcript, and also recording playback as well if you need to. But both those things, recording and transcripts, can be a bit time consuming to look at, review. So we've got a full call summary, and that's happening on every call completely automatically. I won't read it out loud, but I think it's a pretty accurate indication of what actually did happen during that conversation. Some other things to point out. So we've got a sentiment score for that conversation as well. That was a positive conversation, fantastic. We've also dropped down some key topics that were discussed during that conversation. So at the top level, you have a full recording, then down to transcript, then to summary, and down to actual granular topics discussed. So various ways you can kind of segment and splice what's actually happening across all your conversations. And of course, we're collecting all the other more basic kind of call metadata as well in every conversation. On the right-hand side, we've got a coaching tip. These are tips that we generate after every call, which is something that the agent himself might like to go ahead and review. So there's some tips here, so I can maybe probe more how remote work aligns with James's career growth goals, and maybe offer a better tailored response in that regard as well. These 2 aspects, these are the things you kind of saw popping up on the right and left hand side of the screen. So we have built the notion of bookmarks. So they're moments in conversation that our customers tell us as a system to listen out for. They could be key phrases, key words, key topics, anything that is important to you, are either just as a point of data capture, or alternative to actually trigger automations and workflows. And you saw a couple of examples of that. So we use a call request bookmark to trigger a call task creation, and we also used a bookmark when he asks questions to trigger a call assist modal to pop up. And so that's what these bookmarks are triggering. Now we can also use these bookmarks to kind of make sure that our reps are saying what we need them to say on every call. And that was what you saw on the right hand side, which was a checklist that you might have seen being given green ticks as we went through the conversation. So not a prescribed script, but a notion of these are the things you should be saying throughout a conversation. And in fact, in this particular scenario, very, very important for qualification, the discovery phase of if the candidate actually is a good fit. So we can make sure that the exact questions we want have been asked on every single call, and the answer and response is collected here. So thankfully, I got a score of 100% on that call. Everything that my manager said I should be asking and requesting was met. So that's what a cool record looks like with RocketPhone. Now, if I just end with a nice dashboard to bring the whole story together. So part of our philosophy here at RocketPhone is pushing data deep inside Salesforce 720. We want to be known as the best platform for Salesforce specifically. We don't want to. We're not making bones to integrate with all sorts of CRMs. We want to be Salesforce 720 specialists. So what that enables us to do is to push real rich data inside Salesforce. So yes, of course, we have all the more call center type metrics that you can get, greatly total calls, minutes per agent, per team, whatever you need it to do. But where it gets quite interesting is when we splice those bookmarks across with call data and agent performance as well. So a couple of other bar charts we can look at here is call outcomes by our consultants. So who's getting the most qualification calls, who's getting the most callbacks arranged. We can see that on a nice granular level here. Also, is sentiment really good to kind of ascertain which of your reps are inducing the most positive calls, or perhaps more concerningly, who has the most negative calls. Again, gives you more focused area to apply some coaching if and when needed. And then, interestingly as well, you can kind of get an idea which of your reps are actually adhering to your checklists the most. So we can see here, that there's some reps here that are saying that are covering off salary expectations in more than others. So again, this kind of gives you that granular detail of what exactly is happening in conversations, data that you probably would have struggled to extract before, just able to have that focused view of where your reps might need additional training and coaching.